What's up, peoples? Working on a go-kart. My brother's go-kart broke down again. Evidently pressed throttle pedal and it would rev up but it would not move, so clutch wasn't working, so I've got a new one. Also noticed the exhaust was leaking, so parts just came in, so I'll show you what I've got. It's already started tearing it apart. You can see right here, exhaust was leaking, blowing this direction. You can see where it was blowing down through here also. Got the bolts out. This one, well, you can see them compared side by side. This one had the longer side of the threads in the engine, or they both did. Yeah. So normally you put your shorter side here in the engine. That way you got more outside to put your nut on. But it also had two different nuts. This one's got this fancy built-on washer thing. This one's just real thin nut. And I think the threads was different on them. This one took a 13 mil socket. This one took a 14. So I do know that part's wrong. The old muffler. This here, they also had the gasket on wrong. So on this gasket here, it's got the flat part facing upward, and on the engine it should be facing towards this bolt hole. So good reason why that was blown out. Also somebody's evidently taken and knocked the spark arrestor out of it. When it was up here last time, it kept on getting water down in the cylinder anytime it rained, so I welded up these two bolt holes. That might have taken care of it, might not, but came back up here and noticed that it was leaking right there. So I've got a brand new muffler. Got a spark arrestor in it. And we shouldn't be starting no wildfires, so. The new one, got it off Amazon. Did come with new hardware, new gasket. As far as the clutch, I've already got this front pulley off. I don't remember if it's called drive pulley or whatnot, but also came with the new backing plate. Bought the whole kit. Comes with the cover. Another Amazon special. New belt. Looks about the same as the old belt. I may or may not change this whole back jack shaft housing, because this pulley is sitting right here and I don't want to have to loosening up the engine or anything to pull that off. So may do that, may not, but I'm gonna get back to it. Alright, so I got some of the new parts on. I got the exhaust on, looking good. Came with new studs and nuts. Came with a new gasket, fit nicely. The whole clutch kit cover thing, jack shaft housing, whatever you want to call it, looks nice. It looks exactly the same as the old one. That's the old one. Minus the extra marks for where the chain hit it. But I did notice on the back of it, the part number here, not necessarily a part number or not, I don't know, but whatever the number is, like a J1 or 112211 TAV30 with the BO3 at the bottom. There's nothing wrong with this. It is the same part. You got the same number on the back of it. It's been chewed up by the chain, but it's perfectly fine. When I replaced the lower chain, or the chain, I did put a new sprocket on it. Bearings. That's why I did this one. I changed the bearings in it, I think. Maybe not. I'm probably thinking of a mini bike, but yeah, I think that was my mini bike. Anyways, it's the exact same. Nice looking piece. Differences I'm seeing is this whole clutch forward drive piece. The new one comes with this little copper collar, copper, brass, whatever it is, where the old one did not have one. So obviously it's been apart before. I don't know who's taken that off. Maybe it just wore out. Somebody probably lost it and was too stupid to put it back on. So far it's going good. I do want to point out this piece here does stick out from the shaft a good ways. Totally normal. Slide that on there, and when you put this last piece, you'll see it's got the little side notch in it. Make sure it gets lined up. You put it on there two different ways. It's got the notch, flat spot on both sides, and then your retaining washer has a cotter key spot for it too. So you can get that slid in and started. Alright, got it all together, and because of where the chain overlaps in front of this, the cover that it comes with, I don't know how long this thing is ever going to last if it's only got two top bolts holding it, but I had to chop off the bottom. Tried taking a circular saw to it and almost lost a finger, so don't do that. Little chop off wheel, death wheel. I got it cut. That way it'll clear the chain. Now I can slide it on there. It goes all the way back. I think it touches right here. But that part's not a big deal. That'll help keep pressure on it maybe. Looks like I've got to take a little more off back here. And then front side. Probably hard to tell. I may go ahead and take a little more off up there too. Can't even see where I'm pointing the camera, but it all fits. So I'll go ahead and take off another little bit here and a little bit more back here. But I did start it up at Ron's, nice and quiet. Shouldn't sound like a daggone 4-cylinder cart. Don't have an exhaust on it. That just sounds stupid. So I've got my wire here for the kill switch. I ran it through the tubes and up through that tube, up through, and we've got an on and off switch right here, right in front of the handlebars. That way the kids can turn it off if they need to turn it off. instead of them sticking their fingers back here by a hot engine. So a lot safer. Woo! Alright, so got the gas tank off. Notice last time I worked on it, it didn't want to run at all. I took the carburetor off to clean it, and when I unhooked the gas line from it, there was no gas that came out. It didn't click in my mind until after I was putting it back together, and it still didn't want it to start. I popped the bolt drain plug out of the carburetor bowl, and no gas came out. So I pulled off the fuel line, gas line off the carburetor, still no gas coming out of that. I know last time I shot some air up into it with the air compressor and it cleared it out. I didn't go any further than that, but he's been complaining since. Kids can't ride it very long without it shutting off all the time on him. But he hasn't given me any good details. Whether it does it after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if it does it every 30 seconds after they start it, or anything else. So now that it's here, it did shut off on me, and it did not want to stay running or restart afterwards. So I pulled the fuel line, well, pulled the drain plug out, no gas. Pulled the gas line off the carburetor, still no gas. So I know that tank is plugged up somewhere again. So let's get a better look at it. So we've got the gas tank set up, and you can see it dribbling out. Slight dribble. So it's getting ready to drain the gas. So I popped the cap off of it, and as soon as I did, the gas started pouring out. So I thought, well, that was weird. This gas cap must be bad. It does not vent. So put it back on, close it up. As you can see again, it's just going down to a small drizzle, and it will eventually just stop. Where if all I do is loosen up the cap, comes out nice and quick. So I'll have to see about getting another gas cap, or maybe have to replace the whole fuel tank. I don't know, but I'll look into that over the next day or two. I don't know whether I should continue draining this gas or not. Probably will. I'll just put it into an actual gas container. So anyways, go ahead and cut the video here. I'll go ahead and see about getting a new cap. Don't know. I've never had to buy a cap for that reason. But good thing we looked into it and tested things. I know the previous person that my brother had working on this replaced the engine, and that's why it came to me this past time. Not this time, the time before that when I put a new chain and stuff on it. Guess maybe that's why I put an engine on it. Had a bad gas cap. So do your due diligence. Make sure your spark plug fires getting spark. Make sure your engine is getting gas. Make sure your carburetor is getting gas. Make sure you have compression. But either way, I'll go ahead and look into getting another gas cap. If I have to get a whole new tank with the gas cap, then I will. But that'll be it for now. I'll try to leave a comment below or something in the description once I find something. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned something. If nothing else, if your go-kart don't start, mini bike, whatever it might be, pull that drain plug out of your carburetor, make sure you're getting gas. Could just be something as stupid and simple as your gas cap. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.